Welcome back, brothers, to yet another episode here on the Oshay Vlogcast Channel. I know it's a later show, 2:43 a.m. here in Poland, so we'll rock about an hour or so I can get at least 35 seconds of sleep. Welcome. For those of you who are in the live stream, go ahead and like the video. For those of you who are going to be watching the restream, like the video. I got my man LARMOVEMENT back up in this thing. He actually got arrested for stealing some collard green sandwiches out in Arizona. So they had put him in the jail thing. But we glad to have the brother back. What's going on, player?
What's happening with you, man? Free from. I got my anklet on though. I got my ankle bracelet on.
Right. Because you know niggas are still. But I also, you guys know how we do it on these kind of open source hangouts. For certain people. I will give them the ability to come on. Some of you weird niggas I don't know, do not ask, can you get the link? I don't know you. I don't know you, don't want to know you. You cannot just jump on here because you might be a weirdo. I do not let weird ass niggas on my shit. All right. So don't ask me. I will kick your motherfucking ass out. Now, we got a little bit of two topics today that we want to go ahead and work on for you, brothers. And we're going to talk a little bit about this whole Jamie Foxx Metoo allegation thing. And we also going to talk about dating younger women. All right. So we're going to talk about both of those things. But LAR, let's start off first with the Jamie Foxx situation. Tell me what you know about the thing. That why?
I mean, it sounds like some lady said back in the day, he slapped her in the face with the sausage. And I'm like, okay, really? Like, really? Was you giving him head? Like, what was you doing? Like, I mean, who? Unless she's a midget, I don't believe it. So it's nonsense to me. They just trying to darken up the Me Too movement. Everybody who can say Me Too now got to be black.
All right, here's what I want to know. This shit happened 16 years ago. And I know in the moment of Me Too, I know this is going to sound like this don't make no sense, but bitch, why didn't you tell the motherfucking police at this time? Shout out to Man Tomorrow, he's on here. Why? I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. Why do you wait 1, 2, 3, 16 years? Anybody got an answer for that shit?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I don't know why the hell you wait. I mean, she done got a lot of dick slapped in her face in 16 years. Why is she calling his name?
And why this claim though? I mean,
and I hope she's not married.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit. Tell me you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, dog. You there, Man Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your take on this, man? MOT.
I mean, my take is simply that I knew after the Morgan Freeman bullshit that something like this was going to be so ridiculous to where they're going to have to call off this Me Too shit. And this is the exact type of thing. Oh, shit, he left. LAR dropped.
He dropped. Okay, he'll come back. He probably didn't pay his Wi-Fi bill. So let me ask you this. Why do you think that this Me Too movement will ever end?
I think what they're trying to do is get the statute of limitations kind of changed, so that way anybody can bring up anything, or you can have like a kind of jubilation period where people come forth and kind of discuss what happened, kind of like a truth and reconciliation commission per state. But this specific claim against Jamie Foxx, that's just too much, man. I mean, it's too much for even women to take seriously, let alone men. I mean, what happened with the Weinstein dude? Yeah, maybe some of those girls legitimately, maybe, but once it came to like to the Morgan Freeman thing, if you read like the backstory on how that happened, you know, and how she formulated everything, and now they got to ride with it. So I already knew that it was going to get so ridiculous to where people were just going to just start disowning the whole movement based on the new claims. I mean, they got their man Weinstein. You know, they got who they wanted, and like this woman has so humiliated everybody who knows her. You know, she probably dating somebody, and please, like you say, you know, please don't say she married. Like, like this is the type of stuff that you need to keep to yourself. This is the type of stuff you need to clear with your friends and everybody who know you, because something like this, and we're not even talking sexual assault. Just talking about you just got, you know, his stick slapped across her face. Like, what are you doing in front of his dick, though? Like, there's a lot that leads up to that ain't sexual assault.
Okay.
And
blame it on the goose. Got you, Phil? Oh, come on, man.
No, it's just that I just don't understand. Like, all she could do now is hide behind Gloria Allred. I mean, that's the only thing this woman can do right now. Because this is so stupid. I mean, this is just far beyond, man. So that's all I got on this.
All right, let me so shout out to Wake the Hell Up for the $3 donation, guys. We got 150 watching the first 6 minutes, so we should have a pretty good show. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. What's your take on the LAR?
I just thought about something about it tomorrow. Said he got Gloria already there. Like, what is she gonna say? So, could you describe to the jury what the dick looked like as it slapped you in the face? Like, could you? Did it leave a bruise? Like, did you have?
How many miles an hour was the dick going before it hit you in the face? Come on, man.
Did it hit you in the temple or the chin? Were you concussed by the dick? Like, what the hell is she supposed to say?
Right. And shout out to Wake the Hell Up, he's with us too. But here's what I want to know, right? And let me kind of get back to this. Shout out to Eric Robinson. These women have no shame anymore. It's shameful. Shout out to brother Eric Robinson out of Illinois. Let me ask you this, guys. Have men, I gotta take a shady approach, right? Not that I agree with this, but I gotta play devil's advocate. Have men cause it on themselves by taking advantage of situations, and guys in high power like Harvey Weinstein and, you know, dudes like Bill Cosby, have they set up other men to get fucked over almost anything? Because here's where I want to say this. Now, not that I know that it's true, but I've heard this, like in places like Africa, let's say the countries I've been to, which is only Uganda and South Africa, but specifically in Uganda, I've heard a lot of people tell me, both men and women, that, you know, that if you want to get a job in these places, that the bosses will almost damn near like make you fuck them to have a job. Like, it happens all the time. So what I want to know is, are men, do you think, guys who, you know, historically have, you know, power and control in America when it comes to dealing with women, do you think that they have used their power to their benefit just to get sex? Let's start with men tomorrow. We work our way up.
Yes, and I even had it offered to me a couple times by employees when they are about to get fired. That's how come I don't meet people's spouses anymore and all that kind of dumb shit. I mean, you know, if it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. You know, blowjob from your significant other, it's not going to make you a better pick for me inside my business. But yeah, people have been. I'm surprised like more R&B singers ain't brought up on charges like this, or even allegations like this, or even record company execs who, you know, putting all these females on. I mean, because, you know, there had to have been a lot of them who didn't make it, who got these same kind of stories. You know, I mean, I guess in rap nobody would believe them anyway because of what they talk about. But yeah, like the dudes from way back, long past, have really set the stage for something like this to happen, unfortunately.
Okay.
But they also put themselves in that position to where they're offering that to kind of whittle the talent pool down from 30-some people to 3 that they didn't slept with. who we gonna pick?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the men wouldn't be in that position unless there was women who was thirsty enough for that spot to engage in it. I mean, I think they're both equally, but well, actually not equally. I do like 60-40.
40. Okay.
The men wasn't offering, the women wouldn't see it, and the other women wouldn't be like, well, you know what happened when they did this with that dude, right? And you know how women talk. So they're gonna be like, hey, well, I want to be a starlet too. Next thing you know, no one's doing porn anymore. Everybody wants to be in a movie, but they go through the same process. So 60-40.
60-40. Okay. Let me go with LAR movement. Then we go to Wake the Hell Up. And brothers, go ahead and get the likes up on the video. You got 188 people watching. Go ahead, LAR. You kind of weigh in on it.
I think it's absolutely true that guys have used their position and power and influence to get women to have sex with them.
Okay.
But I also think we're talking about a group, Harvey Weinstein sleazeball types versus superhead Me Too types.
Uh-oh.
Like these people are acting as if these situations that they put themselves in, because you heard ladies say this for years. They like men who are powerful. They like men who have money. Mm-hmm. So you can't have both of these things. Oh shit. Sorry, fellas. I'm getting
a booty call.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut this shit off.
Booty call.
I can't cut it off. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But you have in these situations where you got people who want it both ways. Like, if it keeps going like this, all the dancers from 2 Live Crew gonna come out and say Me Too.
Fly girl from A Living Color.
Right.
Oh man.
Me Too. It's like, come on now. All the strippers in them Ludacris videos gonna come out and say Me Too. That's a problem. At the end of the day, you can't keep doing this, because, and just like he was talking about the R&B singers, some of these ladies, like some of these guys, y'all know what they MO is. So if you're going to be with this particular guy, that's like saying, okay, girls, we're going over Tony Montana's house, but we're not going to do cocaine. Yeah, you are. So, don't act like you didn't put yourself there.
Mm-hmm.
You put yourself there, and now on the back end, you're going to say that you didn't know what was going on. That's bullshit. Well, I'm done. I'm chilling.
Yeah, Edward on. Before we go to Wake the Hell Up, shout out to the brother LAFLQ. Keep up the good work. Hope you got my writing proposal clips in his special work. I gotta check my email, man, again today. I'm pretty sure that it's there. I will look at it while the brothers are talking. And let me do this. We got 240 people watching. Shout out to Brother Casper, to Odinga, JJ Odell. Gotta call you back. Do me a favor, brothers. Let's get the likes up on the video, man. We got a really good show for you brothers tonight. It's real late, but I wanted to put this out here real quick because I've been lacking on the group podcast show. So get the likes up, nigga. Y'all know how we do it up in here on the channel. Who the hell is that shit? That your shit, LAR?
No, that's not me. That's
nigga, are you playing Tetris? Okay, go ahead, wake the hell up, man. Welcome to the podcast, man. What you got to put on
me on? What's going on, man? I'm tomorrow, LAR Movement, Oshay.
What's happening?
What's going on, man?
Cool. Listen, guys, man, these guys put themselves in this situation. They know going into being successful, you have to be mindful and vigilant who you allow in your space and who you allow in your time. Because these women ain't going there to be your friend or try to be with you. They're trying to get something out of the deal. And if you know they're trying to get something out of the deal, then you have a paper, they sign the contract. And if they don't sign the contract, they don't meet your requirements, kick her out the place and make sure you record it. You guys have a lot of money, man. Just have extra cameras, this and that, and the third to protect yourself and protect your assets from these midget women, and stop promising them stuff. Some of these guys be promising them things. You cannot be promising these women and go against your promising, because she's going to remember that and use it in due time once you get up the ladder. That's my take on it.
All right, now that's an excellent take. Let me do this. And shout out to regular bad guy Red. If you want to get on, man, you definitely can. Assistant baptism cleaner Bishop JJ Redwood, man. We supposed to do a show brother. Let me know if you want in also. But let me. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. This is what I want to know, guys. Okay, because this has got to be a solution-based show, right? Yesterday we had. I don't know if you guys saw the show. We had Dr. Kenyon Meadows on. Did you see that MOT?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, so we had him on, and so what I'm seeing that at least from in Tomorrow, you've been following the Black Manosphere for a long time, LAR movement. You know, you've been in it before we even really called it the name. We are seeing a lot more upwardly mobile brothers or guys trying to become upwardly mobile into this part of YouTube, and also just in Black America alone. You know, it's more Black men in college, more Black men starting to do things. Years go by, Black men are earning more money, get more educated. So here's what I want to know. It's highly unlikely that we will be like Jamie Foxx or, you know, Lil Wayne. But man, tomorrow you're a very successful guy. You make a ton of money. How can these Black men that are listening to this particular show, knowing the climate of where we at with Me Too, how can these brothers be upwardly mobile and then protect themselves from certain allegations that may come back and haunt them, 10 to 20 years from now? What do you think these Black men can do as they're trying to become upwardly mobile and yet defend themselves against this whole Me Too situation?
I mean, I could tell you how I solved it later on, but when you first start getting your success, people are going to start eyeing you, and you just got to start treating these new people who was never there while you was building as, you got to treat them with a critical eye. You got to kind of see for yourself, like, where were these people at while you were building? And people just don't show up in your life without a reason. They want something.
Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah. For all the time that you were struggling and all that, you were unnoticed. But the moment you get brand new jumpsuit, anything, people want to know where they come from, and you know they're there for something, because what they're trying to see, they throw all these litmus tests like community and all that stuff, and if you bite on some of that, some of that simp talk nonsense, that's when they know they got you. But you got to be able to just, if you kept distance before, there's no reason to keep distance now. I mean, if you was there and if you're happy by yourself, that's another thing. Don't leave it up to you attaching people to your life who's only going to be there for the temporary to bring you a lifetime of happiness. That's your damn job. Don't with this person that's my rock and all. Like, come on, man, this ain't the movies. The person that's your rock, yeah, and all that nonsense.
Right.
Taking half of your check, and really doesn't matter what she's looking like when you're making them alimony payments. But I mean, it's easier, far easier to move by yourself and alone, as long as you're not attaching a whole bunch of nonsense to yourself while you're moving. And you don't, I mean, more moves, less announcements, man. Don't tell these people what you're doing.
Hello, say it again. I try to tell these niggas.
More moves, less announcements.
They won't listen to me. Talk to them niggas about this, because they don't want to listen to me. Maybe they listen to you. I try to tell these niggas.
Another thing, keep your life off of social media. Keep your girl, if you're taking one seriously, off social media. Had it be part of it. Like, okay, we're gonna be together. You can't friend me, and I better not see nobody who I've ever met from you trying to friends list me or nothing like that, because that ain't the type of thing that goes on. And most of these people are going to document things and put things out against you in ways to where you won't respond, because men don't stick together. So men are willing to believe anything that a woman says. It doesn't matter what.
Say it again, Pastor.
Ooh, yeah, it's just that you have to understand that men don't stick together, and men want to clown and joke because there's nothing truly involved with them whenever they want to sit there and laugh at you for whatever reason. And you just got to be able to be mindful that, I call it quoting like a hoe. They come in, they say a whole bunch of hoe shit, and they just get to step back and watch the chaos happens while you have to go chase down and put out all these fires, and it's all nonsense. So you really gotta be able to, hey man, no nudes, no, hey, whatever it is, talk over the phone, man. Don't be sending no text message. Don't be doing all these lovey-dovey hugged up pictures, because yeah, you could be with your new girl and guess what her new photo is the moment you get another girl. 6 months ago, you and her laid up somewhere. You got to think long term, because the reason why they try to do the maximum amount of damage is because they truly do not care. They could not get what they wanted out of you, so now they're going to try to do the maximum amount of damage to you. And most of that is very easy, your reputation. I mean, they can make any type of claim that they want to. And this is the main reason why, especially I don't want people dating women who got kids, small kids. Because, like, dude, like one of those claims, dude, you could be up out of here for a while. And nobody's going to believe you that this ain't never happened. So you have to be mindful of who these people are before you put them in their life, and how they're going to adjust to your change of leadership once they get in your life, because there's going to be a lot of people lined up, and you don't know what these people are saying behind your back. And it could be some of your family members who are sending these people your way too. So
this is what I want. LAR, go ahead and weigh in on it. I want to ask a secondary question to you after you get through weighing in on something, because one of the things about getting success and getting money is getting pussy, and that's something that we talk about. So let me just do this. Shout out to Brother Studio FRX. 2-party consent states you're not allowed to record your interactions with women, or they are inadmissible in court. Damn, I didn't know that. Okay.
Not in Colorado, but okay, some states got that.
Okay. Caleb, Metoo Solutions with the side of reality. Thank you for the $5 super chat, brothers. We appreciate you guys. 263 watching right now. I'm using LER movement names for views as usual. Get the likes up on the video. Let's talk to LAR movement, man, because we want to talk about some solutions for you niggas. I've been trying to tell y'all to keep your black ass off of Instagram and social media and tell everybody your business. I keep telling you niggas like I'm blue in the face, but y'all won't listen. Maybe y'all listen to Meta tomorrow, because you niggas don't never listen to me. Let's go ahead, LAR. What you think about it?
I'm on that same agreement bandwagon with y'all. You can be upwardly mobile and not be so concerned about being upwardly socially mobile.
Say it again. Mixtape.
You can be upwardly mobile, but you don't have to be upwardly socially mobile. That's two different things. You don't invite, because sometimes when you're trying to, if you want to be successful, if you want to better yourself, then that's what you want to do. You don't have to show everybody else that you're successful or better in yourself. You stop inviting people into your life to look at me now, because once they see you, they're gonna look at you as a target. And celebrities are different, because celebrities can't control people. Look at it, they're propped up to be targets. But if you're not a celebrity, just get off. Stop promoting yourself. Stop advertising yourself. Stop saying, stop being on Instagram and Facebook everywhere you're eating, every movie you're going to see. Every time you go bowling and you say, "Oh, I got new shoes," stop that. Stop going out. Like MOT said, man. If you got a lady, keep that offline. If you one of them guys who is your feet in the background of them hotel pictures with them chicks taking pictures by the door and the window, stop that too. Because you, in some ways, you advertising that you tricking too much. Like, some of this stuff, it backfires on people because they don't want to admit.
Hold on a second. Odinga, you're echoing.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just put you on mute real quick. Shout out to Odinga. I met him in Brazil. Player, go ahead. LAR.
Some guys gotta admit they attention whores. And they didn't get as much attention when they weren't successful, so now they want the world to see. The world you want to see you is not the world you really want to deal with.
Say it again. Say it again for these
You
niggas.
know, the world that you want to see, that you want to see you, is not the world that you really want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two separate worlds. You know.
You don't want to be that known. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a couple homeboys get killed over keeping people in their life that should have been flushed out of that shit the moment they started making it, man. Like, one of them had like an ex chick that he should have been done with a long ass time ago. Her out of prison ass motherfucking brother just came in and thought he was just gonna take some shit from this motherfucker, and ended up killing this motherfucker because he wanted to stay wrapped up with this fucking girl because he was so into the fact that he can make everything work for everybody once he got his shit together, man. You can't fucking do that. You gotta respect how the fuck you got there. And other people have to respect how you got the fuck there too. And it's very obvious. It's very obvious. Sometimes, man, like, I have family members who call and shit, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing all right. Give me some money. All right, man, I gotta roll out. That's just the way it is. Like, I was like, hey man, I heard you doing all right. You keep changing your number. I'm like, I haven't changed my number. My number's been the same since I graduated high school. And they was like, well, I keep trying to call because I blocked your ass. Why are you calling me again? Like, this is the type of stuff that you will run into. And if they can't get you and they know where you live at, I mean, this is why I have to live in a city that's half the United States away from my real family. My real family come see your motherfucking ass. Even last name, DNA pumping through the blood, everything. They don't care. They'll come steal your shit. They think you got something. They're going to come get it. And they feel obligated to it. So, and this is family. So how am I going to treat random ass people? And this is how my family asks. It's just that, hey, man, you got to be, dude, like, nobody needs to know what kind of car you drive. Like me, I got two cars. One that I drive around town, and one I don't drive anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what car I drive around? Yeah, that car. One I had since I graduated high school. Yeah, and people like, oh man, if I were you, like, oh, if you were me, what the hell you mean? You got to ease back. I mean, you can treat people with generalized respect, but the closer they come to your actual shit, that's when you start tightening up that magnifying glass on their motherfucking ass, because you don't know what they there for. And most times, you don't find out until it's way too late. I mean, because people really resent the fact that you're making it, but you don't give them all of your shit, and that you won't put them on right away. And that shit can drive them hating motherfuckers to like come fuck your shit up. I had people come through and fuck up engines in a couple of my trucks and shit because I wouldn't let them invest in dope money into my company. Just dumb shit, man. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, you gonna always go through that shit. And also, man, stop putting your name on everything, man. Your name don't need to be such and such enterprises and you out here balling. What kind of dumbass shit is that? I mean, you got to be able to, move in silence, man.
Right.
Hey, that ain't me.
Yeah, who the hell? Oh, that must be. It might be Tony. All right, let me, guys. Shout out to brother Linnell Gant. He gonna good brother, man. A great channel, a shoe channel. I sent him an invitation. $25 super chat. The brother's actually a dope content creator, man. He can write his ass off, and he dope at the podcast thing. So I'm trying to get him more involved. So, brother, I just sent you an invitation if you got it. Let's go to Wake the Hell Up, man. You want to weigh in on any parts of what you heard?
I agree with Man of Tomorrow, LAR movement. Guys, you have to protect yourself. Don't let your family know about your business. Don't let these women, don't invite them into your place until you do your research and your background on who they are and who they hang out with. That's who you're going to tell who they are, because a lot of dudes, what they do is when they see a good-looking fine chick, they'll bring her to the house right away. Instead of, take your time. Don't bring her to your real house. Bring her to your backup house if you could afford it. Get to see who she is before you invite her to your real house, because oftentimes she may have somebody else on the side try to, rob you. A couple of weeks ago, it was a particular chick that knocked on my door. I didn't open the door, but then I did my research on who the chick was, because I had a chick that stayed with me a little bit for last year. She kind of knew where I lived at, and she brings somebody to my house. So you got to be very careful who you invite and who you consider your woman, because you never know what these people are up to, their plans and indoors is. So, very dangerous game out here when you're successful, like the brother Man of Tomorrow said. And watch out for family members. You get your calls. I got more family members calling me now, trying to figure out what's my next move, or friends that I don't talk to no more, trying to figure out certain things. So I keep certain things on the low, not try to talk about too much stuff, because you never know what these people intentions are, especially what's going on with YouTube with these incidents over the past month. Got to be mindful of that too.
Oh shit, Solo TV84 in the chat. I saved text and notes as approved. Solo TV84, man, you supposed to be on here too. Shout out to Solo, man. Good to see him. Let me get to my brother Odinga. Like I said, man, me and Odinga are the only person that's met me in real life on this motherfucker. And he will tell you I talk just as much shit in person that I do on YouTube. What's going on, Odinga?
What's up, Oshay? You know, funny thing is, you look exactly the same way when I saw you. In fact, you look a little taller than I thought.
Yeah, I'll fuck one of these niggas up. They be talking all that shit on here. I'm actually a lot bigger than what I look like, huh? Put one of these niggas in the sleeper hole, motherfucker. Me and JJ Redwood. But what you think about this Me Too thing, man?
Oh, say it again?
What you think about this whole Me Too thing with, Jamie Foxx and all this shit?
Well, I think we just got to be careful now. We can't trust women. I mean, I'm one of them who never actually trust them. I don't even know what it feels like to even be married with them, because how can you trust somebody when you don't even know their parents? And I think me from the Caribbean, you really have to know who the person is and actually who their parents is. The more, I mean, they will eventually be what their parents are for the most part. And this whole thing about marrying someone's ex-stripper, I don't know where we came from with this, because a stripper is a stripper. You can only make a hole into a bigger hole. You cannot take a hole and make her into a housewife. So, and in addition to the Me Too stuff, man, this is man. I think on the one hand, this whole thing is actually fading out because it's really getting ridiculous. I mean, one man after the next, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I completely agree with everybody else here. We gotta know who we're dealing with. Bringing someone in your house without knowing who they are, especially if you're marrying them. So, protect yourselves, man. It is what this is doing is just bringing us further apart, men and women, even black and white. At this point,
I want to talk about that. No, go ahead. Keep talking.
This is why I deal with women as far as possible. 6,000 miles away, they can't get to me.
Yeah, I know. I was with your ass, but that's another story. We got to give a private show on that. But shout out to my brother Darrell Peel. My brother Solo TV80 for my big brother in the YouTube game, even though he will never hop on none of these hangouts and shit. But it's all good. I still live it like a play cousin. Let me go to the Reverend Dr. Tony Maceo. You know what I mean? He has a PhD in many great subjects, but his greatest is niggerology. So he needs to write the book, the PhD thesis on niggerology before I write it. Tony, man, what's up with this Me Too thing, player?
Well, it was predictable. We saw this coming. Cosby was the first, and it's not going to stop there. It never stops there. And I think that at this point, we're going to have to reevaluate not just our relationships with women, but what kind of women we dealing with. I'm 40-some years old. What the fuck do I need with a trophy? If you look at Bill Gates' wife is not a trophy. Bill Gates' wife looks just like him.
Oh, I always talk about that. Hello.
It's a reason for that. You haven't seen T. Boone Pickens. You haven't seen his wife. You haven't seen Buffett's wife. You don't see any of the guys that are really successful. You never see their wives, because if you do, you will see that their wives are not glamorous. So I've always said to people, you always have to have a level that you always have to exist, or you always have to date at a level that's sufficient. You don't necessarily have to be an overachiever when it comes to dating. Now, some nigga gonna say I'm saying settle. I'm saying when it comes to survival, walk away with your money and walk away with your health. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I don't have to have a 10. I'll take 5 good 2s or 2 good 5s. You know, so I'm not really interested in that. I'm too old for that trophy shit. That's 20 years ago.
Hello.
I've already dealt with the attractive women, and to me, when it comes to anything longevity, they're like a damn pair of shoes. They're good for 1 year, but that shit wears out after a while, and all you got left is the name brand, and you can't afford it anyway. So, you know, I think we have to reevaluate our relationships, reevaluate who we're dealing with, and as always, why are you dealing with these people? And that's something that we never answer in the manosphere. Why are we even dealing with these females? What reason? What is it that we just have to have this just smoking chick? I mean, just what reason for that? A lot of us don't even want these women in a relationship. We just want the psychological thrill of the conquest of an attractive woman. You know, we get caught up in situations that we have no business being in. I've escaped a lot of bad situations with good-looking women that were fucking sociopaths. I mean, they were straight up sociopaths, but they were attractive. And then when I looked, I said, well, why was I dealing with you? I was dealing with you because I wanted to fuck you. But after I wanted to fuck you, I didn't want anything to do with you. Therefore, it was easier for me to say I got 75 and keep it moving, you know, than to just consistently deal with somebody who I didn't know and who I didn't trust on a regular basis. You know? So that's the way I keep it now. My relationships are genuinely short, and I want them that way, and I like it that way.
Okay, I think Tony done opened up a new can of worms on this thing. Brothers, come on in. We got 360 something people watching. Y'all know how to do this, man. Like the video, man. I need y'all to like the video. Do me a favor. Y'all did a really great job yesterday supporting the show. But like the video. We got an awesome panel. I got some awesome brothers, and my brother Linnell getting ready to spit some game to you niggas. But y'all need to like the video. Jesus paid the shit on the cross, so like it because it's free. I hate to tell you niggas, it's every motherfucking show. And let's see, last night, let me tell you niggas something real quick. I couldn't cuss because I had the good doctor on last night. But I will cuss you niggas out tonight because I can be a real nigga tonight. Y'all like the video. You ain't got to do nothing but like the fucking video. God damn, niggas is cheap. All right, brother Linnell, what you think about any of this play?
I got a few. I just got a quick response to the brother who spoke earlier.
Okay, hurry up.
Yeah, he said, you know, we definitely don't need an 8 and 9 for marriage. At some point, you may think it's impossible to actually like a girl who's 4s and 3s and stuff. It is possible because that happened to me. And the reason why is because she is the way she treated me. You know, it is what she did for me. And I really look past the outside beauty. So it is possible, brothers.
Okay. We want to talk about that on the section of the show.
I want to say something about that right quick.
Okay.
One of the greatest men ever to walk this planet was Muhammad Ali. Now, he had a problem. He had a problem with womanizing, if you call that a problem. His third wife, I may have said this before, but it bears repeating. His third wife was a model. He got with this woman when he fought Joe Frazier in the Rumble in the Jungle. That's where he wound up hooking up with this woman. And they wound up locking it down after the Thriller in Manila. And he was cheating on her with his Muslim wife, Belinda, who by all accounts was faithful. Well, after his money ran out and after he fell off as he started to get old, Veronica Porsche, who was the woman I'm talking about, she got in the wind. The woman who was with him to the day he died, Mrs. Lonnie Ali. Now, Mrs. Lonnie Ali, no disrespect, Mrs. Lonnie Ali is nothing to write home about. But that woman was there with him to the day he died. She took care of him when he got ill, and she was someone he could absolutely trust, you know, with his estate. And that says a lot to me. She wasn't the most attractive, but she was the most loyal and dutiful. And I think that's what, when we're dealing with women, see, our ego, we want the hottest chicks to satisfy our egos. But at a certain point, if you're talking about your wealth, if you're talking about longevity, you have to be able to cast that shit to the side. So the less attractive women tend to be, for the most part, tend to be the most dutiful and the most loyal. Because let's be honest here, all of us gonna get old. All of us gonna get old.
Mm-hmm.
As we get older, that stomach gets a little round. You get gray hairs in places you don't want to talk about. You can't maintain appearances forever.
Right.
And what did Arsenio Hall say to, Eddie Murphy said to Arsenio Hall in Coming to America? He said, so you would share your fortune and your crown with a beautiful fool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're doing. We're going out the world ass backwards. If that's what you want, if you want your candy, want your candy. But you don't eat your candy in the bedroom. You leave your candy in the kitchen.
Yeah, y'all making some good points. Let me go ahead and shout out to the brother Eric Robinson before we get to Master Linnell Gant. Gotta look at women like cars sound silly, but think. Linnell, what you want to weigh in on it? Because I know you got something, you've been deep in thought, brother. I know you're gonna come with something spectacular.
First of all, I'd like to say hello to you, Oshay, and the gentleman on the panel.
Hey, what's up, Niall?
It was good.
Since I've been listening, everyone has stated very clearly great points. There's nothing more I can add on. Only thing I can add on is life experience. I was that one that did not know of this type of game when I was young coming up. So I chased it. I chased the pretty women. I wanted the best looking girl in class, and because of that, I lost money. Because of that, I lost time. I lost a lot of things that I could have used for the betterment of myself. And I was that person that couldn't understand, well, man, why she don't want me? Well, I'll send her flowers to her job, or I'll buy this, I'll buy that, trying to appease her financially to show her, hey, I'm a good man. But still, she went around with the less, the drug dealers and this and that. But when I learned, I got older and I realized that, hey, this not so pretty woman, man, she been the same throughout this whole ordeal, throughout this whole thing, throughout these years. She's the same person. And not only that, she has accomplished a lot more. And what these gentlemen are saying on the panel is very true. That's all I have to say.
Okay, no. Those some strong points right there, brother, man, because I know, shit, I tricked off a lot, but we're going to get back to the tricking piece, because y'all know I just got back from Brazil in May. Not that I was out there tricking, but somebody who out there who looked like me possibly could have been tricking, but that's another story. Let me get to my brother AM1 real quick, man, let him weigh in on it, man. Good to see Steph Curry. Congratulations on winning the NBA championship again, Steph. Third time out of the fourth years, but you did a really good job in that game 4. I mean, that sweet player. Boy, you was balling.
Hey,
You was balling.
hey, check it out. Y'all hear me? I'm doing this live from my phone. Hey, I got video proof that I'm not Steph Curry, because I was lamping. I was illing up in that parade. They hired me to do, cause I do video media work. They hired me to film this organization in Oakland to film the parade. So I got some real dope footage. Y'all pop over to my channel after this. Let's see some of the exclusive footage I got on the AM1 channel. I am not Steph Curry, but give me that dude's 300 million though. I'll take that 300 mil.
I think we don't believe.
But no. But no, I'm like, man, this whole Me Too shit. I mean, man, this shit's real interesting. I think a lot of it is bullshit. Obviously, they just using this to be able to shut down whatever famous folks. It seems like they really want to lean it over towards black men for sure. I mean, obviously you see what they did with Bill Cosby, that whole situation. A lot of people saying the whole legality with that wasn't even up to par. So, I mean, this Jamie Foxx thing, it seems like they just pulling whatever old ass chick out of their ass. Maybe she was down to get it. They sitting on the casting couch. A lot of these chicks is down to do it just funny business. You know what I mean? Like the whole shit is fake. But I mean, I think LAR was saying it earlier. A lot of dudes is just thirsty and trying to floss. It's a booby trap at this point. I mean, I'm gonna say some real controversial shit. Dudes just need to put their dick away. Just put your shit on the shelf for a minute and really just focus on building, grinding your shit out. And I'm saying this from personal experience. If you focus and don't let your dick guide you, focus on really building. Nobody can tell you shit. You can't have these women in your ear talking about niggas is dusty and you raggedy, you ain't doing shit. Because you like, look, I'm building my own empire. For all the Cynthia G's out there that's saying black men collectively aren't doing anything to build. It's like, we need to do that. But if we really do it, nobody can tell you shit. We need to be on that level. If you focusing on that and you ain't chasing pussy, a lot of this Me Too type shit, you know, for regular cats like us, I mean, put myself in the same group as all y'all, regular dude like myself, I ain't got to really worry about that. I mean, no, I'm not famous or whatever. I ain't got no dough like that to where somebody gonna come sue me or whatever, or knock me off of some pedestal or platform. But keep your dick on a leash and be real selective with what you do. Focus on grinding and building your empire. And nobody can tell you shit. Dealing with women, they're gonna have to come lay whatever you want at your feet. You know what I mean? The world is your oyster. I'm trying to get like Oshay. I mean, traveling damn near every other weekend. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, brothers.
That was some lucky shit. That was like, nigga, I ain't gonna be going nowhere till Christmas now.
Hey, do you brothers know about John Snyder and Sylvester Stallone? Both of them got the Me Too attack.
Yeah, I heard about Sylvester Stallone, but I didn't hear about the
John Snyder. Yeah,
John Snyder. Okay.
Wait, they hit Sly too? They hit Sly with some shit?
Yeah, they got him too.
Wow.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So, yeah, they just gonna keep pulling that out. It's like the way I'm seeing it right now. I think what they're doing is trying to just rein in the whole impact that a lot of artists or entertainers can have on people, because it's all, you know me, I'm always talking about the real enemy is the mainstream media, the social conditioning element. And I think kind of what we're experiencing, you know, as far as the economy and where technology is going and where money, especially within the realms of black folks. Like, I know you don't really fuck with Yvette Carnell and what's his name, but if the reports that they're dropping, if that shit is true, if it's even halfway true, the economic state of Black America is in a very perilous type of position. And it all ties together because Black folks basically generate the best media shit, the best content shit. So it's like they have to be able to rein that in and control it. That's why you got fools out here like Kanye doing his wild bipolar shit. It's all staged, is what I'm trying to say. It's all manipulated. So they're trying to really clamp down, lock in the social conditioning, have everybody off kilter, thrown off. Everybody's scared to make a move now because if you say something, you don't know if this person gonna come back at you and say you put they slapped you in the face with your dick. It's just weird. You say it's a lot of head fakes and shit going on right now. It ain't a good time to be some kind of famous celebrity. I'd be trying to back up off all that. For all the dudes that's trying to floss and stunt and be the next big MC, next big rapper dude, I'm like, man, back up off all that shit. Get behind the scenes. Get you a trade. Stop. Like I said, put your dick on the leash. Put it on the shelf. Ball out. Try to make it happen. And nobody can tell you shit. I'll leave it at that for now. Holla.
Okay. Let me do this real quick, guys. We got 372 people watching. Thank you, brothers. You guys, if you want to support the show, haven't supported in a long time, you can always hit the super chat button if you got something you want us to address. So the brother just donated. I appreciate you. The brother says no statute of limitations going to America. Caleb, that's his second $2 super chat, right? So don't let you niggas at least like the video, right? I ain't trying to tell you to, but like the video. Let us know you appreciate us. We working overtime for you, brothers, man. So we appreciate you. Like I said, good to see Roastmaster, all the moderators in here. By the way, vote for your favorite moderator on the moderator awards polls for the moderators that supported us in 2017. We thank you guys, the newer guys like AM1, Roastmaster. Thank you guys, JL Edwards. Guys doing a wonderful job. Cash for 78694. But here's what I want to know. I want to go to wake the hell up, not to wake the hell up, but LAR didn't wake the hell up. What I want to know is, I know all these guys are famous right now, right? They're famous, got a lot of money. What I want to know is, and we'll try to do it a little quicker because we got more people on the panel. But let me start with LAR Movement. is Me Too movement, it is setting a precedent to, because this is a black show. Are we going to see black men and black women split further apart? Even in the regular community, is Me Too movement going to have an effect on black male and black female relationships? I'm going to ask the panel the whole entire question. But guys, before we get into it, let's try to keep it to a minimum because we got almost a full panel, like almost 10 dudes, and we got a whole other topic. So let's not get your Edward on. Let's start with LAR movement.
I think it depends. It's going to play out. I think it's going to cause a separation, but I think the joker is going to be if they keep getting black men to take L's, but then and black women are cool with that, and then they see the white guys just don't take L's and their names out there. I think that's when it's going to get real interesting because they already talking about how they're not really going to prosecute Harvey Weinstein. So I could kind of see where this pattern is going to go. You know, the black dudes are the scourge of the earth, and the white dudes, they did some bad stuff, but let them go home. And then you're going to see this, it's going to be either a split or coming together after that.
Okay. That's a good. Anything else you want to put on that, brother?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. You want to get your Edward on like that one player. I appreciate you and everything you do. Shout out to Brent Taylor. You guys know I'm using LAR movement name for views as I always do. Let's go to Wake the Hell Up. Go ahead and weigh in on it, brother.
Man, you just got to have a mindset of not trying to get indulged in anybody that's trying to bring you down. Just be careful what you get yourself into. Don't play their playbook because you know it favors them in this country. 9 out of 10 times, you know, the judge is going to favor them. So just have everything on the bookkeeping. Bookmark everything that's going on when you deal with these frauds accordingly. That's
do you think, brother, that this Me Too thing is going to trickle down and to make relationships between black men and black women even worse? Where did he go?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going in and out with this liberal Wi-Fi. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of separation. I could start seeing a lot of brothers is going to be more careful of who they allow in their house, who they going to deal with. It's going to be a big separation in this summertime and the years forward. And this has a lot to do with the higher ups want this to happen. So whatever female you get with, make sure you know who she is and what you're dealing with, because it's going to be a big separation. I talked about this 2 years ago, how this is going to be coming in 2018, 2019. Now it's coming to fruition. They want us to separate from each other, and these women don't realize it's going to hurt them in the long haul, then favor them in the long haul. That's my take on it.
Okay. And shout out to my brother, man. Yes, Jonas, he dropped a 99 super chat. Like I said, this one I like to see. I always see the same brothers, right? I like to see new brothers come in. I always see connections dropping the super chats, Man and Tomorrows, the Yeshes, the Charles Merchants, the Caspers, the Dougs. These are the same guys, right? So I know we got 387. I always try to get new people to support us. I don't even give a damn if it's $1 or $2. If you support the show, if you can support it, it's always good to support the black male media. You guys know we have NegroMinistry.com. So I want to get you new brothers, man. If you didn't trick all your money off at Leroy Strip Club and shit, it's always good to support if you can. If it's just $1, right? I like to see new people. Okay, let me read his super chat. I tell you, men, get familiar with your hand until you vacation onto another land. LOL, discipline, fellas. Oshay will tell you my videos teach discipline. Bro, we got to do a show, and we're going to talk about that in the next segment. Let me go to Man of Tomorrow. What's your take on the question?
And my take on the question is that it potentially could, but if you see how women would like flag down people's channels and stuff, if they can like find people in your personal life and turn that shit into some Me Too shit, like, man, there could be another level of fucking with people. So that's why I'm kind of scared of it. But I mean, it's not gonna happen to me, but it could happen to a lot of people I know, because we're just talking about false allegations. So that's where it could go. I mean, overall, it's gonna make force people to be more strategic about things. So that could be the overall thing that's good, but there's a lot of things that's bad that can happen from it. So,
all right, okay. Let me do this. Shout out to Connections and Charles Merchant. Like I said, these guys always support the show. It's funny when I always see the new people, the old people come in and support. So thank you, brothers. Y'all always doing it. but trying to get some more people that typically don't do it. But thank all you guys for watching though. Get the likes if you can. Let's go ahead to the next brother, which should be in this case. Let's go to Tony. All right, Tony Maceo.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, there's nothing that we can say that hasn't already been said. And it's just, again, knowing who you're dealing with. And like I said earlier, like I said on Max City, record everything. And somebody said in the chat room, well, you have to have two parties. No, not if she consents. If she consents, it is two parties. You don't come in my shit without being on candy camera. I'm sorry. It's not going to work that way. If you have to recognize, if you have money, you're a target, period. If you have money, you're a target. But as the man said in Menace to Society, the hunt is on and you're the prey. You know, so it's rare that you see black men get old with their money. It's rare that you see them get old and have their money and their success intact. It's always something. The downfall of us seems to come down to two things: pussy or coke. Sorry to say, but that's how it works. We seem to fall off either by pussy or by coke. Those seem to be our kryptonite. So we have to start being a little bit smarter in how we do things. We have to start being a little bit more picky about who we deal with and about why we deal with it. So, I mean, there's nothing else, you know. I can say, if you want to keep your money, you have to control your dick. There it is.
Okay. I definitely understand that. Shout out to brother Rashawn Williams for the $20 super chat. Brother Bagley, $5 super chat. He's a Patreon. Brother Beta Mail's always supporting. I drop my money once I make my first wholesale houses. Thank you so much, brother. Ornell Waters, another brother's always supporting. Good to see the Geo Scholar back in here. What's up, dude Jackson? Thanks for the help and the knowledge. No, man, thank you, brothers. Right. Let me go to brother Odinga, let him weigh in, brother Linnell, and then we'll go to the whole next topic. Brother Odinga, what's your take on it, player?
Yeah, you know, I think black men and black women have already been apart for a long time, especially those of us who are at the bottom of the, who are not rich, right? But I don't think we're gonna get any further apart, only because of the economy is gonna offset all that stuff, right? Because now with automation, you know, less jobs, all the service sector jobs are gonna go away. So what are the black women gonna do? You know, so Metoo is gonna go away. I think we just, you know, it's kind of hard to see it, but I think what we're witnessing is kind of like the winding down of the Metoo movement. And in 1 week we got three victims. You know, so I'm kind of hopeful because of a bad economy. So it's kind of different, a different view from everybody else here. So.
Okay. And shout out to Dr. Deacon Eric P. He will win an award on the website. The first nigga to steal a bottle of Jerry Curl juice. What up, Caesar? Just adding super chat pod. Get paid tomorrow. You know I'm behind my chicken, brother. You always support every day, man. Come on, brother. You and Riz Jeezy always supporting, man. 40. Good to see you, brothers. Thank you, brothers, for watching. Get the likes up on here. Let's go to brother Linnell. Linnell, what do you think about this particular thing? Do you think the Me Too is going to be pushing black women and men apart?
I agree with a lot of the points that were said already. Not too much I can say, but I would like to elaborate on what Odinga just said. That was my point. I believe that smart men who see these videos and realize and recognize that, okay, this game is against me, and they smarten up with automation, with virtual reality, and with AI coming into play, schedule coming to play, hit hard between the years of 2020 and 2025. It's a well-known fact that black women control a lot of the service sector jobs, a lot of the jobs that has to do with human resources and pushing papers. A lot of those jobs are going to be challenged and replaced by blockchain technology and by this automation. You already seen Google come out with their automation. What I'm trying to say is this: the women who don't see this coming and realize, hey, you know, I need to get my act together and be with someone. The vast majority of those women, which it is the vast majority of those women, they're going to be SOL. They're going to be up a creek. So with this new economy slated to come in, either a lot of these women are going to sink or swim, and I believe a lot of them are going to sink.
Well, I actually, you know, I need to do a show.
Let me holler at that,
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me holler at that real quick, because this is real interesting what you guys are saying. If, as far as I can see, it looks like they're gonna keep using this Me Too thing. They're trying to establish it, like when they rolled out that term fake news after that whole Pizzagate thing. This whole thing is that propaganda stuff that they're doing with the mainstream media in just weaponizing allegations, as the brother said earlier. But no, it's going to get way worse. It is true that the new economics is going to change the landscape of the economy, but we have to understand the women who are falling for this dumb shit are not that hip to the game and are driven by their emotions. So what's going to happen is the economy is going to change, and they're still going to say, fuck these dusty ass raggedy niggas though, and not be looking to couple up. This whole thing is going to drive even more of a wedge between black men and black women, and it's going to get way out of control, even more than we see now. But check it out. Silver lining, it's a good thing, because it's going to, along with this whole Me Too thing and the wedge between black men and black women, it's going to force men to focus more on getting their shit together. And it's going to weed out the raggedy niggas who ain't trying to step their game up. And it's going to leave the more focused and the more disciplined, intelligent black brothers to really be able to thrive. It's a dangerous game for the handlers who are trying to manipulate this, because it's going to really force the good brothers to get it together. As we see right here as a perfect demonstration on this panel. I think it's a good thing. It's going to go downhill no matter what. These people are trying to collapse the whole economy anyway, and it's not looking good for black folks. So I'd say there's a silver lining in all of this, because it's going to really force us, the real men, to get more discipline. I think it's a good thing. But yeah, it's definitely going to be more of a wedge though.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, if you can get Bo Duke, you can get anybody.
For real.
If you can get Bo Duke, you can get anybody. You can get a Duke, you can get anybody.
And
So
go ahead.
they done gone from Cosby to Bo Duke. Nobody's safe in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And one more point.
I agree with him. I do think it's going to get worse. I don't think it's going to get better. I agree with him when he says it's going to cause men to get their stuff together. That I agree with. But I think you will become more of a target if you're successful. Because women, again, those dudes in the street, the dusty niggas, they have a short shelf life. They have a short, they have one trick. That's why those niggas are usually excellent entertainers. They're master entertainers. But that's about it. So at the end of the day, they're going to want to come back to something that is more sustaining or more sustainable. So, I mean, it's really going to push the dudes to have something into the limelight. It's really going to make you a target. It really paints a big ass red X across your chest as far as a quick come up or them being able to hit a quick lick. It's the next form of child support. It's the next form of using child support as extortion. Me Too is the next form of extortion.
And what I was just about to say, that if the people who are familiar with different types of battle, you have full-on boots on the ground battle, and then you have politics, which is war without the bloodshed, but you also have economics. When with this new economy coming in, a lot of women are going to be losing jobs, which means a lot of men who see this new horizon coming on, they're going to be prepared for the new waves, which means they're going to use this Me Too movement. The guidelines of what is rape or what is not is going to be more blurred in the future, which means, hey, if you touch a woman on the street inappropriately, that's a Me Too, you're going to lose this. Not only that, these divorce laws and child support laws are not going to change. So, which means this economic type of warfare is just going to get worse. That's why I say, in my personal opinion, I think a lot of women are going to sink.
Okay.
Yeah, quickly too, I think brother's right. A lot of women are gonna sink, but I think to another point, AM1 may be correct that the rift may increase, but the rift increases, where are the women gonna go? Right? they're gonna relegate it to their own corner and not being able to support themselves. So eventually they will have to come back, and there's nothing that we will need to do. We just gotta stand our ground.
Okay, let me do this real quick, brothers. Let me just shout out to a few brothers. Yes, Jonas, again, the donation says, Oshay, I need your help to start the Masters of Discipline. What a name for men that can control themselves economically, emotionally, and physically. Bro, I'll give you a one-on-one the next week for as long as you want to talk about that. You're a good brother. You have a great channel. Shout out to him. CR Frank, blessings, Oshay. $5 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. And I think there was somebody else that may have donated. All right. It's Twizzy. Thank you so much. $5 super chat. Lee Jr. $10 super chat. Thank you guys so much. Brothers, get the likes up on the video. I'm glad to see all you brothers in here. We have 403, 249 likes. If we can get up to 300. So if you brothers are enjoying the show, let's get into the second part, and we'll start off with Man of Tomorrow, and then we go to LAR Movement. This is what I want to know. I actually start off with LAR Movement and Man of Tomorrow. I'm sorry. Dating younger women. I made a video about this. I know that most of the brothers on this panel are at least over 30. I think. Let me see. Yeah, all you niggas is old on here. Okay, good. All you niggas older than motherfucker. I might be the youngest motherfucker on here, and I'm 37. So y'all ain't shit. But let's talk about this real quick. Tony Maceo points out to me, just behind the scenes, that he feels that the NegroManosphere.com and a lot of the followers that subscribe to the videos and the podcast are older conservative dudes that have pretty good careers. I think the analytics prove that, although we do have an audience between 18 and 34 is like 40% of the audience of these videos in the blog. So we have about like the older guys are like a little bit more than half, right? So let's talk about dating younger chicks. All right. I can't incriminate myself, but let's just say I do my thing. I did my thing before I met Jesus. Let's start off with LAR Movement with dating younger women. Some of these young guys, man. Shout out to my brother VJ48 out of Canada, $7 Canadian. Thank you so much, brother. You've always supporting the channel. Let's talk about this, man. Let's open up the can of whip ass on these younger women and dating younger women. Go ahead, LAR. What's your take on this?
I don't have a problem with dating younger women. I would say guys got to know what their intentions are when they do it. Younger women women are told in general date older men, date more established men. So if you're an older guy and you're dating younger women, she has to have an established mind. She has to have an older mind. Like I think one of the biggest flaws that we'll have dating younger women is we date younger women for sexual purposes, but they're useless outside of that.
Say it again.
Like we'll date younger women for sexual purposes, but they're useless outside of that. You're gonna date a younger woman who is useful. You get a two for like. So if she's already younger, she's probably got a better body than the women that are in your age group, anyways. But date a younger woman who got a head on her shoulders. She can give you head, but she need to have a head on her shoulder. So I don't see a big problem with it, because one of the drawbacks is I know guys who date older women for sex specifically, and they age out with their younger girl. Because, he using her for sex, she using him for money, but he can't teach her nothing, and she ain't worth shit. So it's going to be a split. So that's just my opinion on it.
Okay, this is going to be a pretty good one. Let's go to Man of Tomorrow. Man of Tomorrow, you're only 22 years old, man, so you are already the youngest one on the podcast.
No,
what's your take on this, man, dating these younger women, brother?
Well, it depends on what the stock is, where she comes from, what she can bring to the table, if she's willing to listen and follow through on small things and big things.
Okay, let's say that again. Let's say that again, though, in a row, though. If you get what her stock is, yeah?
Yeah, like her stock, like where did she come from? Like what kind of family she comes from.
Okay.
And mean, because really, when you dating her, you're really dating her whole situation and her family, and whether that's a good mix for you. Like in most cases, like most women I date, I go to like to the Philippines or Thailand to get my assistants to come work for me over here, and it's worked out well. And I just don't think that those type of women could be here in the United States because they're not brought up, they're not bred in the condition to where they can be handed off to kind of men to be groomed and to be actual wives. So that's why I would say culturally here in America or most Western places, I would say no. But if you can find somebody from Central America, South America, and other places, yeah. But it's not impossible here, but it's way harder here than it is other places. And that's about it. So.
Okay. Shout out to Mr. Grandeur. You gotta have good credit. Yarly, check your Facebook. I can't check it right now because the shit will go off and niggas will see that I'm on Facebook and start messaging me. I'll check it after the show. Shout out to my brother Yarly Moyes, and shout out to my brother Mr. Grandeur. You gotta have good credit for him. K Love, search for the Unicorn Hour. All right, let's go to let's see who was next. Wake the hell up. Okay, go ahead and weigh in on that, brother. Okay, the differences between dating a younger woman and an older woman. Let's talk about that real quick.
Well, Man of Tomorrow just basically said the truth. I mean, if you're going to deal with a young woman, you're going to have to deal with her basically outside the country because most of these young women here and some of the older women, by the way, I'm 39, 2 years older than you, Oshay, so we're still young in the game.
Okay.
But my point is that my point, Man of Tomorrow, is right. You got to get somebody that's culturally bound because if you don't get a woman culturally bound that's young, you're going to have issues. She's going to play games. She don't know what she wants. And if you establish a business, you got to get with a young female that knows what she wants. You got to know her family. And if her family is pretty much well off, then you take the chance with her and see how it goes. Now, in terms of the older women, man, they come with a lot of baggage, brother, especially the ones here in Western society. Now, if you get one from another country, depending on what you like, yeah, it's kind of, it'd be good if you want, but I prefer younger ones, man, because they're a little bit more established, the younger ones in other countries than the ones here. Okay. That's my take on it.
Okay. Let me go to Brother Odinga, and then we go to not to Wake the Hell Up, but Brother Odinga, and then we go to Tony. And I kind of let you guys kind of mix and match, kind of, talk to each other, whatever. But let's go ahead. Let's go to Brother Odinga real quick. And we just came back from Brazil. So Odinga, what's your take, man, on you ain't the oldest nigga in the book either. But as a younger old, because you like around my age. So how do you feel about the younger chicks, man? And what do you consider young? Because everybody considers young to be different, right? So what's young for you? Let's talk about that.
This is a good question. What's the norm for me?
No, what's like a young age for you? Like what age do you consider a young woman, and what's too young? I mean, like I know over 18, but
to me, what's too young, it would be like 22. Anything below 20, 23, 24, I'll be a little too young.
But why anything below 23? And any brothers who feel the same way he does, let me know. We'll get to you because this is pretty good. Why for you is something under 23 too young?
I think, for some reason, there's a big difference between a woman 5 and up and 23 and below. Right, it seems like they've grown more. Now, I must say also another thing is that women in Brazil are a lot more matured at a very young age than women here. So that age, if I would to date someone from overseas, I wouldn't mind a 23 and below. 18 and 23, of course, right? Mm-hmm. But as far as the US, it has to be at least, I would say, at least 25. And for some reason, what I'm noticing, the half your age plus 7 rule, for some reason it seems to work. In fact, women that I'm really attracted to, when I find out what their age range are, it seems to fall within the half your age plus 7. Whoever came up with that formula, man, it seems to work. But also to another note, from a health standpoint, if a young woman has a head straight, and just the youth alone will do something to your psyche. You know, like you said in one of your shows, Oshay, that younger chicks and beautiful women has a positive reaction to a man's psyche.
Mm-hmm.
So it nature talks to us, right? So now, you know, the problem we're having is nature is saying one thing, but society is saying the other, right? So there are consequences as far as if we're dealing with a lot more younger women than older women. Like an older woman has had, you know, she supposedly supposed to be more, you know, intelligent and more responsible, but that's usually not that. A lot of time that is not the case.
Okay.
So I don't know if I answered the question, but I went, you know, all over the place here.
No, it's good. It's good. No, we got some topics here. Thank you so much, brothers. Thank you for coming. 406 people watching. Continue to like the video. Let us go with brother Tony and then Linnell, and then you guys are kind of free fall, and we're going to the next thing. But let's go ahead, brother Tony. What's your take on it?
I agree with what LAR Movement said. He was right. See, a younger woman is like renting a car. It's good to take out of town, but you don't want to keep it more than a week. Because it's just too expensive. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about psychologically. It takes too much because you got to understand, you deal with the human factor. You dealing with someone who has not yet experienced life. You dealing with someone who doesn't know what they want out of life. You dealing with someone who has to go through these rite of passages. She got to have that thug love. She got to have that excitement. All of that is a part of her psyche. That's a part of who she is, especially if she's attractive, because usually when you're dating younger women, you're dating the ones that are more attractive. Yeah. Well, she got to go through all of that. She got to get ran through in the back seat. She got to go through, she got to have her first little lesbian experience with her best friend on the low that you don't know about. All of that. She got to go through all. And in the meantime, while she's doing that when she's in a relationship with you, while she's spending your money. Mm-hmm. You see. So she's finding herself on your dime. No, bitch, get out there and find yourself on your own dime. Because I got 75. That's it. I got 75. That's it. I 75. So you can deal with them. That's fine. But for a long-term situation or for anything past a week, that's it. You can't help me. I don't want you helping me make money. I don't look. There's an old saying that we say at Mac City, and it's a saying that we adopted. I'm paying you to go. You have to go. You have to go because, again, I don't know you. And this woman, again, she doesn't know herself. She needs time to experience different things. She needs time to go through changes. And then, especially in the Black community, where we're dealing with women that come from single-parent homes, they have daddy issues. A lot of them come from backgrounds of sexual molestation. So the situation, whereas if you're talking about a relationship, I've dealt with women that will suck your dick quicker than they'll kiss you.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
So there's an inherent dysfunction involved in that relationship from the get-go. Mm-hmm. That's what you're dealing with. And to the dudes that were saying, they can go overseas, that's wonderful. Go overseas. But if you bring her back to these shores, rest assured that toxin will affect her motherfucking ass.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy told a joke back in the day. He said he went to Africa and found him a bitch on a zebra, and brought her back here and introduced her to some American Black women, and the bitch learned the word half. Eddie, I want half. You see, you treat me like animal, I want half. So if you going to go over there, you have to leave them where you found them, because if you bring them back here, unless you plan on locking them bitches in a dungeon, You defeated the purpose of going overseas.
Oh, shit.
And I would also say that if you like the bitch in the dungeon, you also locked up because you have to make sure she don't come out.
Yeah,
Right.
hello.
You got to make sure you keep them
That's
curtains
true.
closed so that bitch don't see no daylight.
Yeah.
You have to make sure she has to be a virtual prisoner, and you don't want to do that. You don't want a bitch chained to the radiator or to the heater in your basement. You don't want to do those shit.
No.
You don't have time for shit like that. So again, if the brothers that want to go overseas, hell, I'm going. Me and Matt going to Brazil, but we ain't gonna bring them back.
Let me know when y'all niggas go. Let me know then go meet y'all over there.
I got a quick thing also.
Yeah, go ahead and talk real quick. And when you guys do that, I'm gonna warm some coffee and then we're gonna let Brother Linnell come and AM1, and then we'll let everybody just kind of go in. But go ahead, Odin, real quick, and then we'll go to Linnell.
Yeah. Just to follow up, one thing that I think brothers need to understand is a woman is really not the woman that we like. It's actually the environment, because a woman will adapt to any environment. And then if you take a woman from any environment and bring them here, you might as well just date an American woman, right? Because a woman will adapt a lot easier to any environment than a man will.
I think that depends on what kind of woman you're talking about, brother. I'm sorry, but the American black woman is the mutated. I'm sorry to have to say this, but she is the mutated cockroach of the dating world. You can't take somebody that was produced in the environment of a nuclear holocaust and think you're going to put them in the warm tropic areas and think that, okay, she's going to adjust to that. No, she may adjust to that, but what process, what kind of collateral damage is she going to cause? How much shit is she going to fuck up before she makes that adjustment? So I'm always cognizant, again, of who I'm dealing with. And I can remember when Oshay just recently wrote an article on slave queens. And he was talking about women that he bumped into, I think, when he was in either Ghana or Ethiopia. And he was describing in that article the characteristics of a slave queen. And I said, that sounds a lot like a hood bitch. To me, wasn't no different, So I take the perspective that the world is ghetto. The world is a ghetto. And, they want that paper. They got to have that paper. So, I mean, wherever you find women of color, you're going to find them on some hustling shit. Wherever you find women of color, you're going to find them on some hustling shit. Be it in the DR, be it in Brazil, be it in Africa, be it in wherever, be it in China. If you find them in China and Japan, they're going to be over there trying to get their paper on. So this idea that you may find some women that are isolated. That I think the dude in China, what's his name, Randy Flagg, he found him a woman in China, but they're behind a whole different environment, the whole communist philosophy that permeates their ideology. But if he bring her over here to Brooklyn, she gonna go from Beijing to Brooklyn in 3.5 seconds flat.
Well, as soon as you bring her here and then she stepped foot on U.S. soil at the airport, it's he ain't the same. He's changing.
So it's to me, like I said, the world is a ghetto. If you got slave queens in Ethiopia or Ghana, wherever Oshay went, you got good bitches in Brooklyn and on the west side of Dayton. It's all the same to me.
Oh yeah. Let me do this. Let me get to my brother Linnell. But guys, thank you for watching. 420 of you. We're gonna keep it going for just a little bit longer. I gotta get up in a few hours and like I'm learning in this damn classroom. But brothers, thank you for watching. So many of y'all ain't gotta work tomorrow because y'all niggas is up late. So get the likes up on the thing. We need 17 more likes for you brothers to get us to 300. Let's go ahead to brother Linnell. Let's take his take on it, and I'm gonna put my take on it at the end. But go ahead, brother Linnell. What you think?
As far as dating younger women, I've spoken to younger women, and I got to tell you, it's hard to speak to them. It's hard to have a long conversation to them. When I say long, I mean more than 15, 20, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. It always go back to some hood rap video, she said, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat thing. and her friends are her same age. So when you dealing with her, not only you dealing with her, you deal with her friends in one ear, her family in the other, because you know her mama like 37 and I'm 35, so I can date a mama, but I ain't trying to do that. So it's hard, but at the same time, I don't want a woman older than me. So I'm in an age range of my age, 25 to my age. And also, you got to be careful who you pick. Oh my God, you got to be careful who you pick, because they will stab you in your back for real in America. And if you do go overseas, see me, I like the chocolate. I like the Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, South Sudan. You know, I like that. But I do agree with the fellas. It's a natural fact. You hear it all the time. If you go over there, you find one, you better not bring them over here, because if you do, that's the beginning of the end.
I got an interesting take at the end. I'm gonna just let me let brother AM1 finish his thing, and I'm gonna tell you niggas something, and it's gonna shock you. But let's go ahead here. And that was a good point about the 37-year-old mamas, because they do be having them 37-year mamas, daughter be like 25. But go ahead on brother AM1. Go ahead and put the game on them real quick.
Yeah, I was really peeping the game on what the brothers were saying. A lot of gems being dropped. And I was just thinking about some of these angles that maybe we wasn't getting into, but just the stratification concept. Like, we got the hood chicks, we got the middle class kind of chicks, we got the middle class chicks that want to be on some uppity shit. So there's this strata thing that we got to really look at. But then we got to look at the mothers. So there's the early to mid 20s chicks that got kids, but they still trying to run around and be out here like flossing and stunting and like in the club. But then we got the 30-year-old ones, we got the 40-year-old ones. Now, as one of the brothers just said, it's completely outlandish trying to talk to a chick in their early to mid 20s at this point in the game, because they got the short attention spans, and it's basically they low key want to be Cardi B. Like, I'm damn near 40. I don't know what the fuck to do with that. So it's crazy to me. But now, if we approaching just on the level of sex, well, they want to run around and be in a club. Maybe they come through on a late night, and I guess that could work. And I've been there and done that myself. But there's also then the flip side of that, mid 30s to mid 40s. And now we're talking about a mother, then maybe she just want to get it in and it's cool. Maybe she'd fucking bake you some cookies after. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of ways that could work in your favor across the board there. But my thought is ultimately it's all a fucking headache, because the bottom line is, for the most part, they're going to want to try to hem you up in some sort of way, especially if you are, as we are on the new code, is brothers is staying focused and not letting our dicks lead us. We staying focused on our shit. If we lead with that and they see that from young to old, from single mother to not single mother, they're going to have to bow down and respect that to a certain degree. I don't even want to say bow down, but they're going to have to respect that you staying focused on your game. But trying to date a young chick, I don't even know, bro. Like, I guess for the sex, is you got a cool head on her shoulder. For me, my thought process is anybody I interact with, any women I interact with, at this point, I'm looking for fucking business associates. Who's gonna help inspire me and motivate me to grind out? Because it's grimy out here, especially for black men. So I'm not even leading with my dick and my nuts off top. So for the young chick to the older, what are you doing that's going to inspire me to ball out and cash out and be successful? Now, if we get to some shit where we attracted and we fuck, cool. But that, I'm not trying to fucking marry you and have kids with you anyway. I'm building my fucking empire. Like, I don't care. So I'm leading with that anyway. But I say you better off going with a woman who maybe has a kid or two and who understands, oh, I can't hem you up. I can't lock you down. So I'm gonna just have fun and it's gonna be cool. And maybe I'll bake you some cookies. I'd rather go that route at this point. I can't chase no Cardi B ass, young ass chick and that's trying to be on some ratchet hood shit, or even a middle class woman who wants to act like she resonates with something like a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj. Like, it's just crazy to me. I don't know. I try to stay in a cool little pocket to where it's like, you know, I'm about my shit. So if we gonna fuck, kick it, have fun, cool. That's gonna be what it's gonna be. I respect you. I care about you. We good. But it ain't gonna be a bunch of this foolishness. I can't be running around with no chick that's trying to be on some Americanized culture, pop culture bullshit. Who got time for that? That's crazy.
The choice is essentially this. you have to choose the chick with the less ball, with the least amount of ball residue from another nigga on her lips. And if you are dating a younger chick, you increase the amount of ball residue that will cross your threshold at a given point. Because, as you know, they're younger, they're going to want to get it in. They're going to want to get it in. And she's going to naturally want to find dudes that are in her age bracket. Versus if you're dealing with a younger woman who, well, I don't like to sleep on them either, because some of them may have quite a bit of ball residue on their lips as well. They tend to be less valued in the dating market the older that they get, unless they got a little money. If they got a little money, then it's a bunch of, grimy, dusty ass niggas lined up at their door as well. But if you're dealing with a younger chick, you increase the possibility of having another nigga's ball residue in your bed with you. So I just can't abide that.
Let me say this.
Quick question.
Make it quick so I can say something now. Hold on, wait. A lot of niggas talking. Who wants to say something so I can say something finally? Go ahead. Who was that talking just now?
I got a quick question.
Okay.
How young is too young for the time?
We'll answer after the minute because everybody gonna have it. We'll answer that. I'll answer that too. Anybody else have anything you want to say before I go on my little rant? No, nobody has something to say. Let me say, all you niggas is wrong to me. Y'all not wrong, but this is what I feel. Okay, I look at myself as a general manager with these hoes. Okay, I'm a general manager. Okay, and there's a reason why. Okay, the NFL likes rookies. NBA likes rookies. Okay, free agency is free agency. Yeah, but most motherfuckers get more excited about the NFL draft because why? Because the young motherfuckers got potential. Now, you do got a lot of busts and shit like that, right? But if, good teams can draft motherfuckers because you can teach them something. The thing about these older motherfuckers, as far as ball residue, whether they got ball residue in their mouth right now, is irrelevant. Them motherfuckers been having that residue all their life because they was once young bitches. They just now old bitches that ain't got that much residue, or so we think. You know what I'm saying? The thing about the younger chicks is this. Yeah, they play more games and they're on more bullshit, but they actually ask for less. Older bitches be wanting, as far as what AM1 was talking about them kids, man, hey, I'm sorry, dog. I can't do that. I don't know about you, but I know what you're saying you'd rather. But the thing about them bitches that's older, 35, 40, now these hoes is trying to get married. They going to church and shit. I'm a born-again virgin. Bitch, you was just at Leroy's Rib Shack 7 months ago and busting it naked in Facebook groups. You know what I mean? The younger chicks, for the most part, especially, I gotta say this, even in our own black communities, a lot of younger chicks, they are fucked up, but they can be had for cheap. A lot of these bitches is just glad to get somebody to give them some food every day in places where the lights is on in a bed. We gotta be honest. A lot of these good-looking black chicks, man, ain't got no fucking support, ain't got no help. And this is what I got to say. I hate to be a whole rebuildabitch.com, but the Nation of Islam did it. So fuck it. I mean, I would rather do that than to go back to dating a chick that's close to 30 or 35 because them bitches are fucked up. I'm telling you, they want to get married. They all fucked up. And then I want to be the first nigga to fuck a bitch life up. I'm sorry. Let me fuck your shit up. I don't want to get you after a bunch of other niggas. Tony done fucked your life up. Odinga done fucked your life up. LARMOVEMENT hit the Dougie with you, didn't fuck your life up. Man of Tomorrow then came through in a 19-piece suit and fucked you in the back of all of his fleeks and shit. Then Lionel then hit it from the back. He didn't put all kind of Pepsi bottles all in your coochie. Then wake the hell up. He didn't tap dance on your coochie. And then I got your 32-year-old ass. No, let me fuck your shit up first. I want to fuck your shit up. Let me fuck your life. I deserve the right to fuck your life up first. Then let me send you to AM1. Tony, Let me send my residue over there to let them nail. Because see, the younger chicks, the thing about that this is what I think when niggas is having a problem. Let me tell you niggas why I think y'all having a problem at. Not all of y'all, but I just think when we have the disconnect. I think we get frustrated because a lot of times it's easier to fall. I'm not saying in love with a younger woman, but it's easier to like a younger woman than like an older bitch. Younger women are spontaneous. They want to fucking weird places, outside, by church buses, underneath buses. Young bitches like to do any kind of crazy shit. They like to get out. They make you feel young. You know what I mean? So for us as older guys that have more, a little bit more money, stuff like that, they want less because they don't, younger chick ain't asking for no car for the most part. She ain't asking for no house or nothing like that. I think what it is with us is that when we like a younger chick, she don't text us often. She play more games. And then it's so easy to criticize them because they stupid. When a younger chick tells you her life's plans and shit, she's like, oh, I want to go to engineering school and be a dancer and an actress. You're like, bitch, you dumb. You know what I'm saying? And then that kind of makes the situation a little bit bad because, again, a lot of younger women deal with older guys, let's say 20, 21, like Odinga said, what's young for me? I guess like 19, 20. I dated a girl as young as 20. I ain't gonna tell you when because I'm saved now. But I dated a girl as young as 20. When she tells me, or I'm sorry, that means present tense. I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship right now with somebody, so I can't say that's present. No, that was not the truth. In my older days, right? So, ooh, my nigga almost slipped up. So this is what I want to say. When a young woman tells me that she wants to do something that makes no fucking sense, I don't criticize her life. I don't criticize any woman's life. You know what I mean? And I try to make every experience with a bitch, no matter how dumb she sounds, very positive. And I don't criticize them, and I keep relationships with any kind of woman because I don't criticize them at all. I think our problem is we get so fed up dealing with a woman, younger woman, because we care, we start to like them, and it's that patience things. We want things to work the way we want to. And the older chick, if she likes you, she gonna do whatever the fuck you want, but she want a ring. She won't, and she's gonna be sweating for a relationship. So, like I said, I will take all things equal. Give me the 20-year-old over the 30-year-old. I will take the 20-year-old with I don't give a fuck what the bitch, what she got for as far as money. I don't need her money. Keep your money, bitch. Give me the 20-year-old. I don't give a fuck where she come from. Gorillas could have raised her. Okay, I don't care. Over the 30-year-old who about to be 31 and daddy raised her and shit because she done been fucked by too many dudes and somebody has fucked her life up. I want to fuck your life up first. If anybody fuck it up, let me fuck your shit up. I don't want nobody to fuck your shit up. Let me fuck your shit up. I'm not gonna fuck it up, but let me. I don't want. Give me the 20 or 19-year-old. I don't care who raised her. Ants, roaches, Shaka Zulu lions. I want the young bitch. I'm sorry. Who want to say something to that? Anybody?
Quick. I do. Across the world,
her life is already fucked up. Too.
Okay, you feel what now?
It's already there. You didn't get her brand new. Her life was fucked up when she showed up at your doorstep.
But she's gonna be less fucked up though if she's 20 and 30. Because I'm gonna still see. That's the point. She gonna be. I can't take her when she all the way fucked up because she didn't came from Tony House at 30. I can't deal with that shit. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be a nigga.
But let me say one thing. Across the world, except for the U.S. and the Western Europe, that is the case. No man marry a woman his age. Actually, an older friend of mine just once told me that if you marry a woman your age, you're essentially marrying your mother, because women grows up a lot quicker than men in terms of their mindset, what they need in life. So I'm with Oshay there, but the only way my only disagreement with Oshay is that I would not want this young woman to be raised by Shaka Zulu, whatever you say. The parents of that young woman is pretty very important for me as well.
Okay.
Oshay dropped some gems there. I see what you're saying as far as with the younger women, and that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of a matter of what your aim is. Like I say, for me, I'm looking for business associates, so I'm leading with that first. What are you doing? How are you networking? How can you help me make move? How can I make you make moves? Now, if there's an attraction and we pursue that, if it's a young chick and it's cool, but she gonna already off top know we about this business first. And the same goes for an older woman too. Now, Oshay wants to be the first to fuck her life up, and I get that and I understand that, but you can't front. There are some gems to be found in a woman who's had her shit fucked up and has now understood, okay, I low-key hit the wall. I'm still low-key kind of sexy, and now I'm not asking for that much. And a lot of it does stem from how much you establish your position. Like, look, I'm not getting married. I'm not being your man. I'm not being all this crazy shit. We ain't doing all this title shit, but we can be cool. We can be business associates, and if we pursue that attraction, cool. I'm not taking you out to all these plush-ass dinners and all this bullshit. I'm not jumping through hoops. We gonna respect each other on some mutual shit, and if we fuck, we enjoy that, and I'm gonna peace out, I'm gonna go home, and we're gonna be good. The idea of fucking with younger chicks, I get it. It's fresh. You theoretically can shape and mold, but I guess where I'm at in life, I ain't got time for that. That's a time liability. Like, what the fuck? I ain't got time for that. I don't know. I feel that though. It's a tricky game, right?
Go ahead. Who wants to jump in? Is that LAR?
No, I got a question about this.
Go.
I mean, younger versus older, I get. But are we really trying to wife the younger girls?
No.
Exactly.
Hell
No,
no.
we're not. We're not. Definitely not.
So I mean, the purpose is to have a younger girl to mold her to get the fuck out the way.
No, I mean, let's be realistic. If you had to take the young, because the thing is, if you're going, all right, the younger girl or the older girl. If most of you, 99 out of 80 you niggas, which is 117%, y'all ain't gonna marry nobody because y'all ain't shit. Because why? Because y'all cool with me. So I know you ain't worth the fuck. But this be on honesty, all things being equal, if you had to marry the young one or the older one, who that would be a better question. Who would it be? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, when you put it that way,
let's put it that way because we know we ain't about shit. So let's just keep it real.
But our culture right now is fucked up.
There you go. There you go. That's
because the younger girl could be buck wild and have rainbow hair and at 20, and the woman at 30 could be fucked up and have rainbow hair and just have a better job at 30.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's like you pick your poison. You're gonna deal with young stupid shit or old stupid shit.
Yep.
Excellent. You know? Well said.
Now, Oshay is right. You know, you deal with young stupid shit, you can take her to Wendy's and she ain't gonna trip. You deal with old stupid shit, she gonna want a 5-course meal, and it's like, you can't even cook.
But LAR, hold on though, because once you get over that hump to where they realize, okay, niggas ain't jumping through hoops no more, so I kind of just gotta be cool. You see, maybe you ain't encountered one of them. I'm sure you have. No, you have.
I get you, Steph, but even you said it. She gonna have to bake. She gonna bake cookies. See, she still.
You just call me Steph.
but no, if the lady looks good at 30 or 35 or 40, if she look good and got a fat ass, a lot of niggas will still.
Somebody gonna talk to her.
Especially niggas, because niggas will fuck anything.
I'm also looking at, like LAR said, the present state of our community. See that assumes that this younger chick is going to be healthy. For what I'm seeing, you in Poland, Doc. I'm here on the ground. I'm here in the trenches. And what I see, let me ask anybody a question. You don't have to just say yes or no. You don't have to date yourself.
Okay.
Who on this panel remembers the movie Gremlins?
I've never seen it.
I do. Hey, I fucked with Gremlins tough.
Who on it? What was the one rule? Now, it was 3 rules. 1, you had to keep them out of the sun. 2, you couldn't get them wet. What was the 3rd rule?
Do not feed them at night.
Don't feed them after midnight.
Don't feed them at night.
What happened if you fed them motherfuckers at night?
It turned into a motherfucking monster.
There you go. What we have now in the black community is women that are being fed after midnight because we have a decaying family structure that's caused by a lot of different things in the black community. We have a
That
decaying
15-year-old great
family
grandmother
structure.
bullshit.
So when what did Chris Rock say? She called grandmama mama and called mama Pam. That's the type of shit we got. So when you meet these women, you can't just take it on face value. Oh, they're young and no. A lot of times they have already been ruined. They have already been fed after midnight. They have already been molested. They have already been introduced to drugs. They have already been introduced to a really bad environment due to the absence of a father. So when you come into the game and you start talking about dating them, right off the rip, you walking into a dark room with a match in your hand, and that's the most dangerous place to be. So I understand what you're saying, Oshay. Look, I'm calling you OJ. Okay, without the
anyway. No, don't do that. I don't want to go to jail.
But anyway, yes, under ideal conditions, yes, that's the way it would be. But in the black community, unfortunately, we do not live under ideal conditions.
Okay, let's let brother Linnell jump in this and wake the hell up. What y'all got? Did somebody jump off?
MOT.
I'm gonna drop off. I got to go. That's my time. Love you, brothers, and I'll holler.
All right, man.
Peace.
That's a hard question. Like LAR movement said, you got to pick your poison, and I would say, do your research. Like, see who their mama is, who their friends is, see who is. Man, that's a hard question. I don't know.
Nah, peep game though. So that's exactly what I'm saying. The new code needs to be: don't pull up on a chick trying to fuck off top. Really peep game on her networks and see how you can make a business associate out of everybody. Really, not that you're trying to get over or be shady, but legit network and try to really build, whether it be men or women. And if that attraction is there, then you can kind of finesse that a little bit and see where that takes you. But the whole time you eyeballing and really seeing if she was fed after midnight and already turned into that monster, or if she carrying some crazy baggage from her teenage years. I think it's a matter of, like I said, reeling in your dick and your balls and not leading with that and really peeping game. Like he said, LAR said it right. You picking your poison, you never know what you're walking into. So I say, if you lead with that business, or at the very least some inspiration for really growing on some real friend shit, you know what I'm saying, or some business shit, and then peep game. Maybe you want to fuck with her, she's young. Maybe you want to fuck with her, she's older. By that time, though, you've already peeped game and know her situation and know how easy it'll be for you to pull up and, you know, go that route, and how easy it will be to back off if it gets stupid. You feel me?
Let me just say something real quick, and it's not no shot at you, but I am 100. This is why I love the manosphere so much. The reason why I love the manosphere and the reason why I love what I do is I want absolutely nothing to do with women in business. For me, when I talk to a woman, I don't care what she have. I don't want nothing to do with her in business, simply because number one, I just don't believe in doing business with women. That's just me personally. And there's too much bullshit behind women in business because they could always lie. Look at this Metoo shit. So I'm not looking for, I'm not saying that, things are different for different folks. Obviously, there are some brothers that's doing good business with women, stuff like that. But if I'm looking for a woman, I don't give a fuck what you have as far as a business connection, because I don't want nothing to do with you or business at all. In fact, when I get through what I do professionally, I mean, like, the reason why my shit works as good as it does over here, 99% of the time is because there's no women in this shit. There's no, I don't fuck with women in business if I don't have to. That's just me personally, because I know other brothers, they have to deal with women in certain businesses. But for me, we're talking about a group of women, for the most part, on average, even when they have high-powered degrees and high-powered education, more than us, they don't know what they're doing on average. I think that's what we're looking at. And now, I mean, even women in general in the United States, I think that's a bad move, for me. It could be a
Shay,
good move
I'm in here in the Bay, so you know how it is out here. It's diverse. Right. Everybody's getting it in, moving. So to say, at the very least, to approach it on a networking type tip, just to see what connections. I've made a lot of connections and, built my life up to the independence I have doing the kind of work I do, and largely in part by women giving me a look here, giving me a look there, and leading with that first before just being like, hey, let me hit that. You feel me? So that's kind of where I'm going with that.
And Alan Roger Curry, shit, everybody know Alan Roger Curry, man. He'd tell you in a minute. Black women just helped his career. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I think like for me, when you deduce a woman to just that, like it's gonna be just I'm gonna fuck you in the back of this barn, listening to this Barry Manilow mixtape, or that's it. You know what I mean? I don't really want to deal with you, even if you have money. It's either Barry Manilow mixtape and these cowboy boots and nothing but this, WD-40 on your booty and titties, and that's all I need from you. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just me. I think that's how men and women relationships will be better if it's just really like that. But I agree with your points and stuff like that. And also, as far as I heard you say, like a woman, like, yo, she's not helping me motivate me. I'm not sure if you said that. This is also
I'm just saying, like on a mutual inspiration tip, at the very least, leading with that. Like I've had great success with that. Is what I'm saying. Okay, here in the Bay, it's kind of regional. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand that. As far as like women motivating me to do something, I think that I will say this on a solo tip. If you have a woman that you're in the same field or something like that and it works out, like I know like a lot of medical doctors marry like a nurse or something like that, or a lawyer marries another lawyer, in those cases. But one of the most motivating factors is if this motherfucker looks good and if that motherfucker is thick in your type. If she can just do that and not get on your fucking nerves, that's all the motivation that I need. Cause shit, if you can get this 37-year-old weenie hard, hey, listen, I'm gonna do a lot of shit. I'm gonna be working overtime. You know what I'm saying? But let me stop. Get my Edward Anderson on real quick. Let's see if somebody else will say, brother, minute tomorrow. They came back. MOT weighing on it, player.
I'm just saying, for me, younger's better because the older people bring a whole lot of, like, I can set the tone with a younger chick. I really can't set the tone all that much with somebody who got a bunch of miles on them. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
I can't. There ain't no way in hell I can do that shit. I mean, established situation. She new to it. It's new to her. Give her small shit to do and kind of build up to where I want her to be. There's another woman around to kind of show her the ropes. It's kind of like you have the environment going, to where she's not out there by herself. She kind of got somebody who's showing her what to do. So when she leaves, she just takes over. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works in my situation. That's what's been working well. And nah, man, anybody over the age of like 26, like for me, it's between like 22 and 25. That's it. 22 and 25, you stay a year and a half, and then you got to roll out. So that's it.
I will say this. If I have to get them young, not in America, I would rather go to an African country. I'm not talking about an urban city. I'm talking about out in the outskirts of the city where they real cultured. Do it that way. Yeah, that way that they grandmother, their mother put their foot in a ASS to let them know.
Go ahead and take ass, man. It's all right. These are go ahead and curse, man. Feel good, don't it? Go ahead and curse, nigga.
They family put their foot in their ass and say,
hallelujah.
You better not treat this man, not this man in a bad way. This is how you treat him. This is how you satisfy him. This is how you cook, clean, raise his kids, and all that. That to me is man. I love that. Give me 2 of those.
I think
You been to Uganda yet? You might get 3.
So now I got a quick question.
Go ahead, Odin.
Yeah, since you can't, well, I don't know if you can't, but let's say you can't go and live in Africa. What are your options?
Say it again.
No, I said since let's say Linnell cannot right now move to Africa because of financial, stability or whatever, right? So what would he do then? I mean, I guess he would stay with an older woman.
I would say there are some that in America there are some spots like rural Mississippi or something like that.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, there are some places where you can go and find a woman, and if I'm from Chicago, you go down to Mississippi with a Chicago salary, you baller.
Benoit, Mississippi,
Right.
Rosedale, Mississippi, Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yep.
And
You're from Mississippi, right? Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
And this is the thing that people know about. There's just about as many people that live in the city of Chicago than it is in the state of Mississippi. If you don't believe me, Google it.
That's true.
And you go down there, buy some acres of land, buy a nice little house. I ain't saying a mansion because you don't want to be a target. Nice little house. Get one of them 5'6" thick chocolate women that can cook them cornbread and grains and butter biscuits. You good.
Right.
You good. But the thing is, according to statistics, there's a high probability that you will get a woman that's not that you won't stay with in America in the long run.
Yeah,
That's true.
Who? Okay, let me see here. 395 watching. Thank you, brothers, man. I'll go for about 30 more minutes if you guys want to do that. So 397 watching. Let me. Okay, let's talk about the difference between the younger women games, older chick games that they play. Shout out to Dr. Freelance Ronan. Y'all get the likes up in this thing real quick. Let's start off with LAR move. Or is Wake the hell up here?
He just went off. He probably gonna come back.
Nigga gotta pay his Google Hangout bill, nigga. Niggas ain't gotta pay their Google Hangout bill. All right. LAR, man, like what's some differences? I mean, let's say the games that younger women play and older women play. Let's kind of talk about that, brother, if you want to get into drop some games for these niggas.
As I'm getting older, I see femininity be reversed.
Mm-hmm.
So the younger women are physically more attractive, but they hella masculine. The older women are trying to get a man now, so they becoming more feminine. So you kind of, I'm seeing a switch like in between. Mm-hmm. So the game is really, you don't want to deal with a tomboy in high heels who try to think she can fight you, but you don't necessarily want to deal with someone who used to be a tomboy in high heels or busting it wide open at Freaknik, but now she want to be a lady because child support ran out. So, it, and you see guys kind of get confused in between, because back in the day, when I was a kid, the women were when they were in their 20s, they were fine, they were young, they actually were more feminine and more dainty, and as they got older, they got more reserved and relaxed, probably because they got married or and they had a family. Mm-hmm. Now it's the reverse. Now they quote unquote strong and independent and single and miserable, and anyway they want to get married at 57.
Let me just add to that, man. When you hear these young women, man, calling you bro, what up, nigga, like they even spell fucked up on purpose in like text messages. And some of these young chicks, man, talk just like niggas. Like, oh my God, man, be cursing. Some of them got deep ass voices like Cardi B. Like, I'm like, oh my God, they be sounding just like niggas. I'm like, are you a real woman? Or are you a dude? Like, no, I'm a woman. I'm just making sure, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to add on to that.
No, I mean, that's one of the things. If it's fun if you hang out with a younger chick and you wind up, say, chilling out with some of her family. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be an older lady who's way more feminine than the younger chick you with. And she's going to be attractive to you because she's just feminine. She might not be fine, but she's feminine. And but you start thinking, how come you ain't teach this ragamuffin this shit that you know? And it's usually because she's trying to, that's her way of competing. They let the young ones be out of their minds, and then they act like they got sense, and that's their way of competing.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And guys get caught up in the middle with the games.
Who are the
competition is real.
Go ahead, wake the hell up. What you want to say?
The competition is real between these older ones and younger ones, as LAR stated. Here in New York City, they be on the fly. Like I was talking with this 40-year-old, and then I thought she had a sister who was around her age group. Come to find out, she was a mother, and the other one was 25, was her daughter, and they was in competition trying to get me to choose which one. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that, because if I can't have both, I'm out. So, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, man, how these women be in competition with each other on a daily basis.
That nigga about to get the mama and the not the daddy, but the mama and the daughter. I'm sorry, oops.
Tired, man. Tired.
Yeah.
Let me. Anybody want to say something else? Let me just say this. Let me add this on. Right, a younger chick got. Okay, older chicks. Younger chicks got this kind of game. Text messages don't recall you back. Flaky. You know what I mean? They got that kind of game. Older chicks got that kind of game, like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, you know, this is what older women got the kind of game. Like, you hit them up, hey, how you doing? I'm not doing so well today. Why? Oh, you know, my light's about to get cut off. Like, they play them kind of games, like trying to get you to volunteer like $300. They got that kind of game. You know what I mean? You know, younger chicks don't really have that kind of game like that. So I mean, younger chicks' games kind of revolve around not texting you, not calling you as much, talking about, you know, just being flaky, you know, kind of being all over the place. And older chicks is always like, you know, my kids come first type of shit. You know, coming to the table with absolutely nothing and think that somebody's supposed to give them something. That's the kind of shit that they play. But anybody else want to weigh in? Cohen Davis, Oshay, your problem is you care. Who are you? Stop the show. Who is this nigga? What show are you listening to? What show are you listening to, nigga? In what way am I caring? Nigga, go to the auditory doctor, nigga, because you are listening to the wrong motherfucking show. You niggas got to stop drinking in your ears. This nigga done poured Hennessy in his eardrum. If you don't get your retarded ass about here, nigga, who okay, I'm sorry. Let me get back to the goddamn show. But, nigga, if you say anything else stupid, I'm gonna time your ass out. Don't be in here just typing any motherfucking thing. I know I'm sleepy, but I'm not that goddamn sleepy. You are a dumbass nigga. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Anybody want to say something?
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, there's nothing really real world going on with a young chick. Like, you know, older chicks got like medical issues and real world kind of not having their shit together. Credits all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Phones ringing off the fucking hook with different fucking area codes and fucking, who the fuck is this person? Oh, I owe these money. Why do you owe people money? Like, you know what I'm saying? A younger chick is just not gonna have all that.
Right.
It just isn't. I mean, you know, she's just gonna be bored as shit because everything's already solved. So, you know, you just find her ass something to do. An older bitch, finding her ass something to do could take a lot of fucking work because she's been through so fucking much. And she's just not gonna be appeased with simple shit. Not no older bitch, no way. You know, she want like Cheesecake Factory and all this old dumbass. Man, I'm not doing all that shit. Yeah, so that's, you know, like, that's why I think younger chicks are better. Like I said, within the age range, you know, so.
Shout out to Alternative Financial Medicine in the building. We had him on yesterday, Dr. Meadows. Go ahead, man. Y'all, we got about 15 minutes left before I gotta take my ass to bed. Go ahead. Who wants to say something else?
Yeah, I just got a quick agreement with the brother as a man of I forgot his last name there. Man of Thumb, right? But yeah, Man of Thumb, yeah. And basically, I'm in agreement because when I deal with a chick, I don't need her to to have money. You know, I don't want her money. I got my money. I'm gonna take care of you. All I want you to do is to keep me happy, keep a smile on your face, and enjoy yourself and enjoy myself, right? But an older chick will come to you with all kinds of issues. You know, she wants her problem solved, her job. You see, so I'm with the young chick thing, man. You know, yeah. So I'm with you, Oshay, man.
No, and we was out in Brazil, man. You was speaking that Portuguese like crazy, dog. How you learned all that, brother? He was just.
Yeah, I've been going down there for some time, and also too, the easiest way to learn a language, man, is to have a girlfriend who speaks that language. You will have no choice but to learn it.
Shout out to freelance. Also, you can't bang older women as hard and rough. The older woman's body can't take the pounding. Bro, who you been fucking on?
That soft pound, boy. You got to get that soft.
They do that. Like, oh, wait,
Teddy Pendergrass soft, slow stroke.
Oh man.
You know what's a
She all
good
in
way
the tub
also?
with Epsom salt and shit. Like, come on, man. Fuck out of here.
Oh man. Okay.
That
Who else wants to say something else? Oshay, was Brazil what you expected? No, actually, I like South Africa more. But who else wants to weigh in on this part, brothers?
I got a question for you, brothers. When you deal with these broads, man, have multiple languages, man. Expand your language game. It's very important, especially when you go to other countries. You know what I'm saying? Because the more languages you learn, the better quality you will get.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that, and especially exactly. I mean, if you know, this is one thing, especially I know Brazil, right? So if you go there and you don't speak the language, a lot of women would love that because they prefer men who do not speak Portuguese versus men who speaks Portuguese, and but in my case, I prefer a woman who do not speak English, because she doesn't know the game. So yeah, you're right.
I just would say this: no matter who you with, if as a man you on point, and if you all get into it, and you say, you know what, I gotta take some time, I gotta go, and she know whenever you step out that door, she's always in competition. She's gonna straighten up.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's very true.
I can agree with Linnell, but I just want to say this. I don't care from between the age ranges, our women still have a problem across the board with respect and reverence for men.
Yeah.
And that's usually, what gets in the way. I don't care if she's your age, older than you, or younger than you. Their culture teaches them to talk to grown men like children, and they don't understand when they're actually dealing with a grown man in the first place. So it becomes a problem, because if she's young and she's fine and all that things, if she's disrespectful, you still gonna get rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
If she old, you're gonna be like, damn, you too old to be this stupid to still be this disrespectful with your broke ass.
Mm-hmm.
But until that part changes, I think it's gonna always be a crapshoot with guys. They just gonna go to what suits them the best. Telephone.
That's somebody calling you?
No,
Somebody's lady calling.
Somebody lady calling. So listen, let me shout out to brother AM1 Dope Stream brothers. And let me see here. Shout out to Medigo. Shout out to Freelance again. Hey y'all, look, man, I gotta get the fuck up out of here in the next few minutes. So guys, like the video. Shout out to Alternative Financial Medicine. He was on here yesterday. We had a great stream. Let me just say, I'm proud of you black men. Really, I am. Like, sometimes I don't want to do these shows at the time, but I know this is the time that everybody's available. So I have to actually get up and come do the show, or stay up and then go to bed and go back to class, and then come out of class and sleep and do my study and work, whatever. Connection. Shout out to you. LARMOVEMENT on point. Feminism has warped the young women to think that men ain't shit. We brought the brother on yesterday, Dr. Meadows. He told me that 30 brothers bought his book yesterday. Wow. Shout out to Bias Hacker, man. $50 to support the brothers that are talking about a new code, Wakanda Forever. Wakanda. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you always coming through. I just want to tell you, brothers, I'm really, 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 really happy with we had the doctor come through yesterday with his channel. And he's been on white podcasts, business podcasts here on YouTube, and we were able to support his book more in the first day than even when he was on Boyce Watkins' channel. That just goes to show how powerful this channel is, even though it's not as big. So I just want to tell all you black men out there, all you African American men and other brothers that are in America and the Western world, the black men, whether you're African American or not, I just really thank you guys for the solidarity in this community of supporting other brothers. We had Erica Williams come by, another African American who supported her. The brothers that come through. We had the UK podcast last week, brothers in London. I really thank you guys for what you guys are doing. You guys are setting the precedence that, men, especially black men, should be supporting each other. And it's really opening the door for some of our top tier brothers, in medicine and finance or whatever they're doing, to want to come over here and talk to us and take us seriously, because they know that this is actually a audience that that will receive it. And we just ain't on, the typical nigga ass shit that, a lot of stuff is on YouTube. So I thank you guys for your support. I really, really do. You brothers are awesome. And we're going to continue to support brothers and bring brothers on and talk to brothers. Even though it'd be late as hell when I got to do these shows, but I thank you guys anyway for what you've been doing. Anybody who heard that podcast last night, let me know. Was anybody on this channel here that heard the show last night that was here?
I did.
I was there.
Yeah, I did too.
I have to go back and look.
Let me see here. Okay, what do you guys think of the show last night?
Great.
I think
Learned a lot.
It was good, man. Like I said, man, once you have like a kind of ground floor, man, I'm telling you, man, black dudes will come through, because normally we see so much conflict in our family. To even see something like this, or even on a weekly basis, is something that people don't even see in their family, let alone the planet Earth. So people do want to mess with it, whenever they do come through. And because, there's a lot of talented people out here, but we're just not celebrated in society. And we really have no place to go that is black. It's another thing that is black, so where you can showcase your talent. So.
Yeah, I think it was a good show. I mean, it shows diversity in the Oshay Vlogcast, going from women issues to black men issues to business. So yeah, I mean, keep up the good work, man.
All right, no, and thank you guys, CB3. Thank you guys for that. So, anyways, let's let everybody, the closing words. Like I said, I got to be in rotations and be up by 3 hours, be there about 4 hours. So, guys, last things you want to say. Shout out to Cupcake Larry. He ordered the book too. Thank you, brothers, for that. Keep on keeping on telling other people about our brothers. Who we gonna start with? I'll keep LAR movement last, because his name was on here. I use his name for views.
I'll say something.
Go ahead, brother Linnell.
I'd say these shows like this are good. It's good to talk about things instead of being separated as black men. It's good to talk about things, get some type of order, some type of law, and it shows people what to it lets people know, hey, what to look for in a woman, what to do with your life and your career and so forth. So this is structure, and I appreciate this.
And brother Linnell, man, we got to get you more involved, man, because not only are you a really good content creator, you guys know, man, the brother can write his ass off also, and he's good on these podcasts, man. Like he used to be on BJ Stream, but the brother's talented, right? And we got to push our brothers, man. So definitely, I hope you come back tomorrow, because we'll be on tomorrow. Will you come back tomorrow, player?
Roger that.
All right. So shout out to brother Linnell. He's written some stuff on Negro Matters for the brothers. The brother's a genius. And he really should have more subscribers than what he has. So let's go ahead on. Anything else you want to say to him, Linnell, before we get up out of here?
No, that's it. Thank you, Oshay.
All right, and let's go ahead. Who's in brother Odinga? Let everybody know where they can find you at, player.
Yes, sir. I still got the blog site, pressview.com. I don't have a YouTube channel. Let that for you, Oshay.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. But besides that, man, I'm still working on other avenues of the business outside of the media. So, definitely I'll talk to you more about that. But as for now, man, I'm just still working. But I think your show is extremely powerful, especially for the young brothers, right? Growing up in my teens and 20s, I did not have that kind of fellowship, right? And I think this is definitely doing a good job for the young brothers, so yeah, kudos on that.
All right, thanks so much, man. And brother, wake the hell up. Let everybody know where they can find you at, man.
I got a YouTube channel called Wake the Hell Up 7. Also, if you want to get on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Wake the Hell Up 7. Thank you for having me on, Oshay, and had a good time with you brothers in the panel.
All right, thank you, brothers. Also, and MOT, Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for the fellowship. Allowed me to come on. And that's about it. I can't have a channel right now, so.
Right, but me and Man of Tomorrow, we might. I mean, I don't know. We're supposed to be on a special show on Saturday or this weekend, right? Sometime coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a one-on-one for you brothers, and also me and Man of Tomorrow did a really great show last year about getting the trucking and stuff like that. So the brother is he really wants to help black men, a lot. So we're gonna, I'm gonna put that back up. Niggas tried to take my channel down, so I had to hide on my videos, but I'm gonna bring him back up next week. So shout out to Man of Tomorrow. He's really one of our big bros here in the manosphere. Probably one of the most known non-YouTubers. And last but not least, no, that's not Ron Harper. That's LARMOVEMENT. Everybody know where they can find you at, man.
You gonna make me start stuttering like Ron Harper. Just find me at LARMOVEMENT. On YouTube, man. Much love to all you brothers on the panel. Love doing these things, man. It's fun, man. And it's always a pleasure. Hotep. All
right, guys. So tomorrow we're gonna have a show. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but I probably still want to LARMOVEMENT's topics and username reviews and use all this shit like I always do. And again, man, thank you, brothers. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for watching, sharing, for subscribing. We really gonna. I got to tell you guys also, I got the mixer. Okay, so I'm gonna be able to do the call-in shows myself on the Hangouts. I bought a mixer. I got it today for $70. And I was even talking to the good doctor yesterday. So at some point I'm gonna be using OBS, and we'll just be able to run these like the Brother Pill by ourselves. So if Donovan's not on, I can we could take calls. I'm gonna start taking calls myself with LAR or just by myself, whatever, like kind of Jap does it, stuff like that. So that's coming. I already have the equipment to do it. Again, brothers, thank you for all that you do. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you, brothers, to be around the same time, same place, same bat cave, all of that shit. I got to get up out of here. Porn to watch, class in the morning. Peace out.
All right. Cool, man.
Peace.